think it's old.
Welcome to episode 47 on the podcast. Thanks for joining us. This week we have, I don't know if we call you a special guest anymore. I think you're just one of the
regular
guests.
installment, one of the hosts.
Because
we
as you
don't
can tell,
fully know yet.
we have a seat for the other
for
person that's supposed to be
anyone
showing
else.
up,
Hayes,
but no one shows up.
Gideon,
Where is Hayes?
1945. That's actually crazy. Wait,
Where's Hayes?
he is in
He's just not
EMS
even
school.
here.
I was
Oh,
gonna
that's
say,
right.
isn't he in school?
He's in EMS school, and so he has class during the time that we record right now.
You know what you need to do? This feeling of going up and down with this.
Yeah.
This is good.
You must bounce on it.
This is what
Coulda
you should
easy
fidget with.
style. Did you ever watch Nosferatu? I never got to watch it. I never got around to it. I'm moving over here because Bryce isn't.
Bryce probably is not gonna show up.
That chair's
That
that's
chair is
okay.
actually comfortable if you get around the fact that it's disgustingly dirty.
Probably has AIDS and hepatitis
Hey,
of
look.
all
Maybe
kinds.
you just shift the camera.
We could shift it if we so
Uh,
please.
Or do we want to leave it?
We'll just leave it because if Bryce does show up,
Then we'd be good.
Okay.
I'd be surprised if he shows up. He might show up with 5 minutes left, but then he's gonna know that he's gonna show up with 5 minutes left and say it's
Then
not
he
worth
wouldn't
it.
show up. Yeah.
so
Welcome to
how's your
the-
business been going, Landon?
Say welcome to the business in the front. I have done nothing because we've been moving places. And
I think
so
This is something that genuinely, something that I found really hard earlier, like when I was younger. Even I was I'm still immature now, but I was somehow less immature, or somehow less mature than I am now. You have to do prep to do a big project. So like, if you're going to like for me, like let's say I want to build a product, the one that I'm building right now, I can't just like sit down every hour that I'm not working and like sit on my computer and 3D design it and then like print it out and then see how it feels and then doing like another iteration. You have to like do your laundry, go to your job so that you don't get fired, make food for yourself because you're gonna end up eating Chick-fil-A every single day. And so it's like you have to budget of the 20 hours that you have awake that you're not at your 9-to-5 job. It's like 10 of those you have to do that. And so even to this day sometimes I still just continue working well past the time I know I need to be doing my laundry or meal prepping. And then it's like the next day at work and I'm either wearing dirty clothes or I did laundry. I would get up at 5 a.m. to do my laundry. And so sometimes it's hard for me. Even when I'm doing the laundry and meal prepping, I'm like, I'm wasting time. This is not, but it's like preparing to actually do the hard work. So sometimes moving your family is an important task that you need to do to have more space to do a bunch of stuff. And it's like, it feels unproductive, but like it's a necessary thing that you have to do. So it actually is productive.
I'm actually way
Or at
excited.
least I hope that's true. Is what I tell myself.
Because we have like a little corner that like I think that's where we're gonna put a desk and just like that could be where the work is done, is just hide in the corner and not look at anything, just a wall.
Step on your
and
tippy
then-
toes and hands behind your back. Put your nose in the circle.
And then
Did your
what?
parents make you do that?
Well, that could be good because we came up with the plan of what needs to be done so I can get a client. So I think
So yeah, I mean, so there was
Uh,
some
the-
work done. It just wasn't on the actual goal. It was setting up to be able to actually do the work, kind of thing.
yeah. But how's it? We've talked and you said that you've made some designs and how's your business going? We're not overstimulating this
print?
time, so
So okay, look. To be super honest, I had taken like a 3D modeling like section of one of my classes before, like a while ago, and I had overestimated my ability to do 3D modeling, and so I kind of went through and I already had a program. You've probably heard of it, Skillshare, and I knew that there was a course on there. That's how I taught myself a lot of the editing that I know, even though I don't know too much. And there was, so I went and I was like, I just looked up a 3D course and kind of started going through some of the major sections, and I was like, this is why I don't know how to do this section and this section. So I like kind of took the projects and started working on their projects, and so that's been taking up the past 3 or 4 days, is being like, okay,
how
I
to
know what I
use the
actually want to
software.
build. And so if I want to be able to like have a workflow from now on where I'm spending a couple of hours doing 3D modeling, it'll take me an hour or two or 30 minutes instead of taking me 6 hours like it had been before. So I'm kind of doing a little bit more of that drudgery prep work. And so that's what's been taking up my week, but it's been fun. And I've been kind of vlogging it of like, I stream some of it. I do like study streams. I like it.
Where do you stream?
Like right here,
Need
that
you to watch.
that camera that you see behind my,
Yeah. But like, where do you stream?
like from my computer while I'm doing work, it shows my screen and then has a camera.
Where can
They
where
watch
can
it.
they watch it?
Oh, I'm too tired for this. I was so lost. There'll be a link in the bio. I don't know.
Link in the bio for you to watch him working. Maybe that's what I should do.
No, that's not
too.
what it is. You don't
I
need to
should
watch me
totally
working.
stream.
If you genuinely, like for me, the only reason I started doing it is because I would go on Twitch and I would go. There's this guy who's like does coding in like Toronto and he has a really nice skyrise. And so there's like a picture of him working at his desk and you can see like foggy Toronto in the background and all of his friends on Discord working at his like 9 to 5 coding job. And I'm like, I'm going to do that for the stuff because for me, it motivates me to, even if there's 0 viewers or 2, like some regular people that come in, it's enough motivation for me to keep working on that instead of being distracted.
Maybe I should do that too.
Helps keep you accountable.
It keeps me more accountable, and I have an idea of
'Cause
like,
the cold calls are gonna be wild on that thing.
and I would mute that, but because you don't want to be recording people live for people to
That's
hear.
true.
But
That's true.
But I have an idea for a video of like something that I wish that I had for myself in my early career would be like a supercut TikTok short of all of the videos in a big grid of me streaming every single day or 3 times a week, 5 times a week working. And like that's what actual work looks like whenever you're doing the work for a project is sometimes it's sitting down and doing that deep focused work, feeling dumb, learning something new, and then having it be a skill or an asset in your career kind of thing. And I think TikTok is almost, it can't show the hundreds of hours in your career or thousands of hours in your career before showing that success, or even if it's business TikTok, paying people to make that TikTok, or the stories that you're trying to sell, the success that you have, it's hard to show that. So it'd be cool to take a sped up version of all of those videos and have a whole grid and be talking over or say something like that. Because if I had recognized that and seen that early on in people that I respected and looked up to, I would have acted differently. I wouldn't have felt like I was behind or something like that kind of thing. Whatever. Anyway, just talking about that. So yeah, it's slow progress, but I've been making progress, and that's what I've been working on. My goal, I don't know if it's not realistic at all, but by the end of August, I want to have made and finalized the first product and the packaging for it, and make a short to sell the first 100 kind of thing and have them printed. I don't know if that's what's going to happen, but I'm going to try to finish the course by the end of this week. There's 2 more projects in it of like really advanced, not actually super advanced, but semi difficult 3D models. So then I know I'm fully capable of quickly making the models that I have in my head. I actually have the side profiles written down in my journal. I'll just actually put them in 3D and start printing them. And yeah.
So how far did you get from last week? Did you do the
Where?
designing at all, or
No.
just kind of
Just
the
the
learning the
course?
software?
Just that course, yeah. But
Nice.
honestly, like that's part of doing a complex project is thinking that you can do something, realizing you can't do it, accepting that you have to do the hard thing, which is take a step back, learn the skill, and then move forward. But then you have that skill from now on.
I think there's 2 schools of thought with it. Of some people just do it and they just learn the other details later, which that can
No, yes,
it
okay,
can be
and
good at
you're
the
right.
beginning, but then sometimes it can hurt later on because you're like, you only know this way because that's just what you did to get it done. But then there's a more efficient way that can do it later on when you're trying to.
For me, I was changing software from essentially like a child software that like teaches people to get interested in 3D software into the full industrial 3D software being Fusion 360.
Yeah.
And I didn't know the actual functions to do the things that I had in my head. And that's what those, so like, yeah.
So the course and just the knowledge.
And that
of
I
how to do.
genuinely had to do it because I'd be like, okay, there's this one thing I want to do and I know what it is, but I don't know where to find it. And I'm like searching Google to find it. And it's actually in the course of like, take a product that's not yours, that's already modeled, take the profiles, do the sketch, extrude it out, push the stuff in. That's how you get the object. You've all done it in your classes before.
Yeah.
I enjoy it. I think some people, it's easy to forget.
That course was all right. I actually did a engineering class, and we had to pick an object, and I picked a Rubik's Cube because I thought it was just squares. Little did I know it was
Like,
not
and you had to do
just
the entire
squares.
internal workings
yeah,
and
yeah,
everything.
like, you had
Oh
to
my
take it
gosh, yeah,
apart.
you're screwed.
Yeah.
You screwed
'Cause I
yourself,
was
bro.
like, oh, look,
And you had to do like the whole
just
assembly or
squares.
whatever.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You had to assemble it. You had to do everything, and I was like, it's just squares.
You owned yourself. You would have been better off doing a pin.
I was like,
You would have been
look,
better off doing a car.
squares,
I did a
squares
Lego
just
car.
move. But little did I know, squares have more than just squares.
No, it's interesting geometry. There's like a sphere inside
Yeah,
of
it's
that
a
that's
sphere
like broken
inside,
up into.
and I remember I made it, and it was so squished together on the inside. Outside was all right, but the inside was just squished and overlapped, and yeah,
And so
no
and
bueno. I
and-
did a train at one point too. That was easier than a square.
like a Thomas the Train,
Yeah, just like a
not a
model
real
train.
train.
Choo-choo.
Yeah, like none of the interior, but it was the exterior. And
Yeah, yeah.
It was like a
all
toy
that,
train.
and yeah,
But-
that was easier than a Rubik's Cube.
And so, yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. And then for me, there's also like inspiration from other ideas of the products that I'm doing, if that makes any sense at all.
Yes.
So having an idea to make like the ones that I have with the
Like
magnet-
you're talking like the Daily Stoic kind of thing, where it's got
Yeah.
more like the meaning.
No, well that too. I haven't even done that seriously yet. For me, more along the lines of using interesting mechanical. I forgot what I was saying. I'm so distracted because you're moving so much. It's okay. I'm sorry, everyone.
Freeze.
No, go ahead.
Frozen.
As everyone can tell, I'm easily overstimulated because I'm an idiot.
If you haven't watched the
And I
last
baked
episode,
in
you
the
should
oven
watch
too
the last
long.
episode at the very end, and as when Ammon was overstimulated. That was
Oh, we
funny.
deleted that part of the whole podcast. That's not
No, we
true.
didn't.
And that didn't happen.
It was
It's
posted.
I forgot where.
Yeah.
It's not true. I'm the executive producer, and that didn't happen.
Uh-huh.
You should comment. You
I
should
hope that
comment,
none
go
of.
back and watch and see
Tell
if
us if
that
it's
was
there or not.
yeah.
No, that's not true. I have the password. I'll remove it. And so, that's where I'm at.
Oh, get this. So McCall's gonna have to do some cold calls. She's really excited about that.
I'm excited for you to do that too. Tell me more about it, if you're
I'm
allowed to. Do you
so
know if you have an NDA?
scared.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed to talk about it or not. I imagine you're okay, but
Probably.
Alright, tell me who it's.
I don't know. I'm just
What were you saying? Go ahead.
the SWIP stuff that I'm working on for the construction company. I'm probably gonna have to call people and different
Why?
builders and see
To
if
offer
they're
your
interested.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That does not sound too bad at all.
It's
Yeah.
scary.
Is there already
She's-
previous
I
relationship with
don't
these?
like making phone calls.
No, does anyone in these companies already have a previous relationship with these builders at the business that you're working at?
Well, yeah, like we have builders that we work with all the time, but we're wanting to branch out to new builders. So I'm having to do all the research of finding all the new builders that we don't already work with, who
That'd
I
be
can
so
contact
easy.
with them. And
Oh my
then-
gosh, that'd be so
cold call
easy,
them.
bro.
she doesn't have any sales experience whatsoever.
Let's do it right now. Okay.
No.
No, okay, ready? No. Landon's
We'll
gonna
save that,
Lan-
we'll
no,
save that one for next
Landon's gonna be.
Well, they're gonna go through.
We're
it
gonna
with
call
me
them.
of
We're
what
gonna
I
She
call
can
them
do.
construction company Y.
Well, she still needs to do some like trainings on what exactly needs to be offered and
Oh,
everything.
okay.
So she's gonna
Yeah,
have some
like
trainings on
literally,
this
we're
next
starting
week.
from square one, and I'm
Right
just
away.
collecting data. What are we?
That friggin' widow is so scary, bro. I'm so scared for you. I hope you friggin' figure it out, bro.
Yeah,
I tipped my fedora. It's not that funny.
I just have zero experience, and that's why it's scary. But trying new
It's
things
like any other
is good.
muscle. You just build it.
Right.
You'll be alright. You'll be good. We got this.
Okay, Landon, call me.
They'll probably be surprised that it's a girl trying to sell them.
Could be it. And they're like, whoa, I'm impressed. All right, sign me
Well,
up.
but you're not selling them SWIP, because everyone
I'm selling them
everyone
SWIP services.
everyone needs to be SWIP everyone needs to be like have SWIP paperwork or whatever you want to say, SWIP compliant.
Mhm.
And so you're selling them
This could
a
be
service.
This could be great, actually.
And then I
We
have
can
to
do
also
this.
start selling dumpsters and porta potties on top of that too.
You're
That
gonna
was
do
a part of
Jack?
the
Are
quote.
they
Yeah.
wanting to do
no,
sales?
don't do Jack and Josh.
Yeah,
They better be paying you commission too,
I know.
because they ain't paying themselves.
I know.
Good
But my
night.
dad was like, we can grow into all of the other
Yeah.
aspects.
This could be great though, because that gives me an opportunity. We've got 3 business people right here. We're
3?
basically, yeah.
Business,
you're doing
business,
yours.
business.
She's basically trying to start a SWIP business.
Who is the? Or don't say it.
I
but
actually had a conversation.
is there a
with your
person
dad.
that is in charge of this project that's not you that has like an MBA or has experience? Because the person we won't say there's someone also that you know in the organization as well, and we won't say who it is. Are they the person that's in charge of it, or is someone else, or has this kind of been floated as an idea that you might be doing?
It's like floating as an idea.
But
I think they're already kind of offering some aspects of SWIP, but they're wanting to create like a whole nother division.
And whose
in
idea
the company.
is that? Was it someone else, or was it from that person that you know in the organization?
It's from a person that I know, and so
but
they got all of us to take the class and go get certified.
Who's
so
us?
there were multiple
Here's your group
people.
of her.
Yeah,
What do you do?
What do you
not a lot right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
In
Because
all
there's still,
honesty.
it's like in
like we went and got
beginning-
certified in like April.
But didn't you get certified
Yeah.
through school, not through?
No,
No.
it was, she had to go
Oh,
take
the
okay.
company paid for me to go and get
I
certified
see.
with like 4 other people.
Yeah.
Because you're supposed to have like a SWIP team, so you're supposed to have multiple people that can review and draw plans and all of that. So, yeah.
I told her we'll just do back and forth cold calls. I call, she calls. I think it's gonna be great.
Cold calling
It's
is
gonna be awesome.
brutal.
Cold calling
Scary.
is very brutal, but
I like it. I like it because I don't have to
it
do
makes
it.
you grow. That's
I think
for
I
sure.
might cry.
It's okay, there might be
There's no
tears
reason
shed
to
along the way,
cry.
but that's all right.
Somebody goes, no.
Yo, but you have to cry on the phone.
Okay, it's fine.
Have you
Oh,
seen
no, no,
the-
no, wait, we'll do it.
have you seen the meme of what's the worst that could happen? She says no, of like this guy, his friend hyping up his friend
and then
to
it's
go
like
ask,
an edit of like.
and it's this train going straight, and then all of a sudden there's this bus that like drives onto the tracks, and it just crashes, and he goes, what's the worst that can happen? She says no, and he goes to ask her out on a date. She goes, ew.
Yeah.
Like, there are worse things than just a no.
There are worse things to know,
But-
like telling the truth. You're short. Thanks, though.
But
I find your personality very attractive, but you are too
not.
short.
It sounds like personal experience, Ammon.
More than once. That tells you how great my personality is. I really had to compensate.
Great personality. That's awesome. It's okay. We'll find you someone. Let's move on to the party in the back side of the mullet.
Wait, I'm not done yet.
Okay.
Forgot I was
Yep.
do you have a goal of when you're going to be doing your dinghy?
Dingy. I
When
don't
are
have
you
a
going to
dinghy.
call businesses to ask them, not cold calling, but to sell, but cold calling to get information on the industry?
I think I want to try that. I've got some time next week. I want to shoot for next week.
So how many 5 calls by the end of next week?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, it would
Make
be
a note of that.
finish the last 2 projects of my class and then have 1 full product
Hold on.
and the first iteration done by Tuesday or Wednesday of next week.
So 1 week from now.
Oh yeah. 1 week
Okay.
from now. I don't know. I was just thinking about how many days away that is and what my work schedule is and how many days I have off.
Yeah.
Not because you know how the schedule is weird. So if I had a day off, I would have pushed it further back. But
Mm-hmm.
yes, 1 week from now.
Okay.
And then what was your goal?
sleep. Go to bed on time and.
He's gonna finish his course.
When is my no?
Finish project
Do
two,
finish
was it the two
finish the
projects?
2 final projects. Finish 2 projects. Just say finish 2 3D projects. Just 2. There's 5. I'm gonna decide after I do the 2 if I need to do more, but I'm gonna do the other one first. Do my own third, and then I might do the other ones later. Because I think sometimes with that type of skill, the more you do it, the better and faster you get at it anyway.
Yeah.
And so, actually, okay, this is kind of boring and lame. You guys can tell me what you think. That book that I've been trying to tell you about to read, Ultra Learning by Scott Young. When I was doing this course, I did like 3 or 4 things immediately, like by nature, in that book, which is take the exam first. And so I took the final exam, which was like this, like 3D. It was like a plate. I think it like a rotor in a car, but it had screws in it. It's like I don't know what it was, like an industrial flange for like oil and gas or something. And I looked at it, and I knew that I could do. And I was like, how would I make this? And I tried making it, but I only was able to do like 5% of it. But then as I went through the course, with each thing that I did, I was looking for, I was like, oh, in that thing that I need to do, this is the answer to that question. And so like a lot of people are too afraid to take the exam before they're ready. But every study that has ever been shown for like actually retaining information is taking the test before you could even possibly know the answer, so that because your brain automatically creates like physical neurons to learn how to solve that problem. So as soon as you find a way to solve it, then the connection is actually stronger than if you were passively came across it in a class to learn it in the first place. So if you ever need to take a test or learn something, it's better to get a 10 on a test at the beginning of the class, and then you'll have higher scores 1,000% later on. And I did it backwards, and it totally worked. But you feel so dumb doing it, and it's so much slower. But it's because I tried doing the first whatever. I should
do that. I should do that for my math, because I can right now for my summer courses.
That's why I have all these
I can
books
take
laying
math.
around. Is if I have scheduled refreshing times, and so what I do is I literally go to the word problems in these of stuff that I've already reviewed of sections, and I'll re-review it, and then after I do it like a month later and then like 2 months later again, I actually retain it to where I could come back to it in 6 months and have it. That's another part of that book is spaced repetition, and how most people don't have a retention plan for re-remembering the things that you learned in school. Like you take a semester class, you do the exam, and then you never review that content again until later on. And so if you actually want to be learning something that is actually useful for your career, you need to have a planned retention plan for have you heard of the thing, everyone's seen it in the classroom, where in a classroom if you learn something for an hour, you only retain like 70% of it after the first 10 minutes. And then after an hour, you only retain 50%. And then 24 hours later, you're at like 10%. There's like a decay curve. There's an amount where same thing with like remembering like a super complex math class, like algebra 2 or whatever, or like calculus. If you were to take calculus, you would take your exam and then have like a half exam that you take like 2 months later, and then take 4 months later, you'll actually like in your brain put it into long-term memory, and then actually be able to retain it. Whereas you and I both know that of our algebra 2 classes, if we don't like math, we would not be able to remember it now. No, it's Garrett.
Yeah. I
And
mean,
so that anyway.
that's what I've got an opportunity to do that. Maybe I try that and see how that works out for the math, because I can take the exam as many times as I want as long as I finish it before the due date. And so I can start with it, then go back through the material and see if it helps me.
That's one of the biggest things that I got from the book that I really like is
I need to finish. I've got more time on my drive to work, so I need to actually listen to the
do
books
math
again.
on work.
Yeah.
On your drive to work. I'm confused.
Listen to the book.
Yeah.
What book?
I've
you were
got
talking
Audible,
about.
so
Yes,
I just,
bro,
I
dude.
listened to a whole bunch of books, and I started it and then got busy, and then I didn't finish it. But it's a good book so far.
It's more of like a textbook, like that you need to review the information to like.
Over
It's
and
like
over
it's
again.
like principles of how to actually learn, retain, and be like an out of uncommon like intellectual worker as far as
This
retaining.
reminds me of like a mushroom from Mario for whatever reason. Don't know why.
Like, I was going to say, can you give us any like relation to Mario?
Any relation to Mario?
Mushrooms.
How much is this?
I forget. I think I got it on sale. It's really expensive. Like
I would bet. It's probably like $50.
it's
at least.
so nice. Well, your hands are really warm. It's from LTT.
Cool.
Do you know who Linus Tech Tips is?
Nope, I do not, but let's find out.
They don't need to know.
They don't need to know, but I need
We,
to know.
we can go into party in the back if we want to, but if we start talking about them, we're going to talk about my business again.
I just want to...
Go to Linus Tech Tips. Oh, well, I don't want you to see their products now, which I paid for it, but you've seen him before. Go to images.
Let's see. Oh, I do know that guy.
Yes. So he's like a super prominent tech reviewer.
He's
He's from Canada.
Where have I
British
seen him from? though?
British Columbia. I mean, if you've ever built a computer or done tech review or whatever,
We've
Yeah.
never built a computer, and we've never.
you don't sit around and learn about.
Oh, that's not as much as I was expecting. It's just a nice fidget. I like it. And now for the party in the back.
Yeah. I've been thinking about doing drugs.
Peptides or
I'm kind of scared of
Hard.
peptides, even though I acted like I wasn't.
So why
Like
are you
3
scared of
podcasts
peptides
ago,
now?
I was telling everyone we should get on peptides, and I just knew that everyone was going to say no because they were as scared as I was. But the thing is genuinely, I think peptides will actually be super useful and become mainstream medicine. I just think it'll take a long time. Just how medicinal marijuana and medicinal mushrooms for like PTSD is just taking a long time to enter mainstream medicine because mainstream medicine is super entrenched in like pharmaceutical investments that need to have payoffs where the money the product needs to be used consistently, hopefully for the rest of their life or something like that, like SSRIs or whatever else.
I mean, with a lot of medical, there's a lot of time because
Whereas-
you need to study what it does long-term wise.
Yeah, exactly. And so I think peptides, I think everyone doesn't, there's a little bit of distrust in the medical system from COVID
Mm-hmm.
and from people that have any understanding of how the finances of the like pharmaceutical industry work. They're like, if there was this miracle drug that just like you took once or you took once a month or you only took once a year and it was only like $2, the pharmaceutical industry would be like, yeah, we're good, or they would purposely try to hide it.
Yep.
And everyone kind of intuitively understands that, and that kind of sucks that's the way that it is. And so because of that sentiment, I think everyone that is like an early adopter from in the world, like I got the first iPhone, they're like, I'm going to be the first person on peptides.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that your iPhone versus peptides is a little bit different. So I have hope that there's a lot of
Really?
good that peptides can do. I just don't know how we're going to have a lot of large scale.
I don't know why. Like, what good does peptide? I don't know a bunch about.
Okay,
it,
look,
but
I don't know
what
that much
good does
about it, so I'm
peptides-
about to spread some false information. But from what I understand, they're chained proteins similar to GLP-1s. And so,
So this is my
and so what I'm
I guess
saying,
holistic, for lack of a better term, view of it is, why not just eat the foods that you need to eat, get the exercise that you need to get.
so
and-
I'm similar to you on this thought process, but I've also come to realize, unfortunately, in modern Western culture and in modern global culture in general, as you become more rich and well off, the less you take care of or the less that a larger population takes care of their health, because it's just easy to eat Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's,
I
and
almost feel like
Doritos
it's-
all day. And you and
I
I
think
are
it's flip-
outliers of the way that we eat food. Look at everyone else that we work with.
I think it's flipped nowadays, where it's easier when you're not as rich to pay for the fast food and
Exactly, that's what I'm
Because
saying.
aren't we looking and like if you make at least $15.
No, I'm saying
an hour,
being a lower income person in a
Yeah.
rich country.
If you work 15, this is the Hormozy saying where if you work $15 an hour, then it's more cost efficient for you to just
eat out.
eat out than it is to not.
That's what I'm saying. So in richer countries, the lower income scale have access to cheap calories
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
And it's in the form of fast food, and it's not as healthy as it can be.
Yeah. See, peptides are a short chain of amino acids, fundamental building blocks of protein. Because of their small
Pretty
size,
much head on.
the body absorbs and utilizes them more easily than complex proteins.
And so I think that GLP-1 was found and thought to be a miracle weight loss drug, and I think that it is. You need to keep track of your calcium so that your bones don't break.
This is kind of interesting. They function as essential biological messengers, signaling cells to perform specific tasks like producing hormones, repairing tissue, and reducing inflammation.
So it could be like anti-aging stuff.
It is
like
naturally in the body.
yeah. So it's literally replace. It's like taking melatonin at night
Yeah.
if you need to. So that's what I'm saying. Like as in there's so many different proteins and I don't want. I told myself we're not going to talk about politics at all. But what we'll say is China is definitely the one. No, this is my fidget toy. You can get something else, bro. This thing is sick. Here's this. Figure it out. This table's attacking me. The freaking angle on it. I don't know how to freaking.
Scoot.
This is no. I'm done. This is so much more comfortable. Okay. I think that peptides. Everyone is so quick to just
I
be
mean,
like.
but that's almost like taking testosterone, right? Testosterone's naturally
No.
occurring in the body.
The thing is we just don't know. We now know the like long-term side effects of taking way too much testosterone with anabolic steroids. You know, your balls shrink and like whatever else kind of thing.
Because they have TRT.
Right? There's so many different anabolic
But then
steroids
there's
now
just like
that like grow muscles, but in a certain type of way, if that's desirable for you, which is like bodybuilding and or mass gaining, kind of thing. Something it can literally change the complexion of your skin. The guy. Brian Johnson, the guy that's trying to not die and live forever, like he's also taking peptides as well. And
how's he not tan then?
Well, he's not taking. There's like 6 different ones, and there's ones that like change your skin, and there's ones that like change your like metabolism. There's ones that change like how your body metabolizes iron, and there's ones that change like there's ones that pass the blood-brain barrier, so that then you're getting like certain proteins in your brain that are supposed to like prevent dementia, but we don't really know if that's the actual long-term side effect of that. Or what the intended side effect is, because I bet with peptides, there's going to be a lot of people that are taking a certain drug for a certain thing, and the side effect is actually going to be more positive than what the intended effect is. You know what I mean? So there's just so much. It's just so new, and there's not. It's going to take a long time to get it sorted out. But I'm pretty sure that these type of proteins are going to be a net positive for humanity, and it might start breaking up a lot of the big pharmaceutical companies in a good way, as far as like drugs that can or substances that can help humans that may not need to be on SSRIs, and there's just other forms of medicine besides drugs, like SSRIs and or mushrooms and THC. I think they'll all have their place to like help manage where it's at, and a lot of people are just super unhealthy, and so having a good drug like GLP-1s and then having them be on the right supplements, like that increases their quality of life so much. They're not like us who enjoy working out and enjoy eating good food because we're psychologically crazy, or like living in this world in America and choosing to be that way is like a difficult choice that you're fighting every day at work and every day at social functions when everyone's shoving cookies in their face.
Yeah. Do you think though that like, well, the unfortunate part is you probably can't change anything, but why not just change the culture around it? Yeah. I mean, obviously that takes way more time. It takes a whole bunch of time, but I think you could change the culture.
I think it takes time and it takes unification. And I mean, with political division that we have now, how is anyone going to get?
I think because of the political division.
Yeah, it may take time to change culture, but I don't even think it's possible to change the culture in the way that you're talking about.
Yeah.
So if we can have these drugs that help people's quality of life, then that's honestly fine. Like it's
probably what it's going to end up being, rather than just change a culture and natural.
And maybe these drugs over a long period of time change the culture, or I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it's a net positive, and I think that it's fine. I think the tech bros that are making $400,000 a year that are pumping purple juice into their body to look more bronze might be an issue.
I like the purple.
No, genuinely.
I
It's
know,
like
it's purple,
it's
yeah.
like it is like
is purple,
Spider-Man
purple.
comic book purple.
Yeah, let's pull it up. Let's pull it up. Let's see. There we go.
Just type in purple peptide.
I'm pretty sure when I looked it up, there was a purple one.
No, just type in purple peptide. Or it's like it has like copper in the name. It's like an actual protein. It's like a copper chain to a protein. These vials don't do it justice. It is like
I know. I saw an image and it was.
it is like the problem is the thing is we don't even know what it is, right? China could straight up be making proteins in these like chemical labs and these chemical industrial labs in China, and it doesn't need to be purple. They just do purple for marketing, and then there's like food dye in it, and it's like harmless. It doesn't actually hurt your body that you're like putting it into your muscles and skin and veins, but it's like an actual marketing thing. So it's like we need to have like a serious version of like actual like the FDA. Yeah, well we're getting too political, but.
I can't remember what I looked up, but the one I saw was just it looked like goo from a supervillain vat.
It's like the old slime show.
Yeah,
You get slimed.
it was wild. I wonder if I can find it, but I was like, wow, this is what Ammon wants to take.
I shouldn't have outed myself. I should have stayed the line and see if
I was
I
like,
could have
well,
gotten
look,
all of us.
this is the thing that Ammon wants to just right. Like you're gonna look like not even Spider-Man, Venom. You're gonna look like Venom. It's just gonna.
Oh, it makes you look like a
black
brown. It
veins.
makes you look like freaking Donald Trump himself.
Maybe Donald Trump.
I'm
takes
white. I would take
peptides.
orange over brown, right? Like the carrot orange that you see in the girls in the valley. You know what I'm talking about? The gross spray tans.
I prefer the brown. I get olive.
You married
when I
orange
tan.
though.
Look at me. I'm a
She
freaking
got-
gauntly ghost.
She got tan, and just our skin tones. The difference between the skin tones, because we both get pretty tan, but we both get
I
tan.
naturally go orange.
But she goes orange.
It
and
looks
I go
like I got a spray
olive.
tan. I don't get it.
That's embarrassing for you.
I told her it
Are
was
you
all
like
the years
Irish
of the
or
spray
something?
tans.
No.
Do you know
I told her it was all the
I think
years of her and her
Netherlands.
sisters doing spray tans.
Netherlands?
Yeah.
Nothing else. Just all 100% Netherlands.
Netherlands.
I'm Swedish.
I can't remember. I know there's a little bit of Netherlands. Maybe some Germany.
9.
I'll.
Dude, have you seen my Stein? I have a Stein.
Yeah, I
straight
packed
from
it for you.
Germany. Oh, you did?
So
Oh,
if it
good.
broke, it wasn't my fault. Somebody
Yeah.
else packed it. I mean.
I was stressing. I was
know.
like, which
I couldn't
box
find
is
it,
it in? We
and I
couldn't
was like,
find it.
Is
I
it
asked my
broken? Did you
mother-in-law,
find
and
it?
I was like, "Where's my
Oh,
Stein?"
yeah, then I definitely packed it for you. And
I couldn't find it. I'm like, "Where's my Stein?" I don't know where it's at. It's sick, isn't it? It's got all the like.
you've shown it to
Lords
me
of
before.
Houses.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty dope. I love it. I have a legitimate Stein. You have to
Yep.
say Stein. It's pretty amazing. They should make pens with that at the end.
I wonder how expensive it is because this thing. Is it worth it to me to break it to figure out how they
No,
made it?
it's not.
It was only $30.
Plus shipping and handling and.
I bought
waiting.
enough other stuff.
What is
to-
it for?
It's a precision.
like think of like a screwdriver. You put a bit in this, and then you.
Oh,
But like,
okay.
there's like 40 different ones, and so it's like the proprietary Apple one for the screws on the bottom of the iPhones, and then it's like every electronic manufacturer has their like specific tools, or there's like American and metric, or imperial and metric measurements of all these precision bits. So they're small. They're different than the ones you use in like a house that are the big ones. So yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
And so it's mostly for electronics and small screw electronic screws. Yeah. To take apart things and break them and put them back together. Make cool big science robot.
Have you ever?
I
seen
have an
the
idea
Iron
for to
Giant?
make a robot. No, I'm not kidding. I would even.
I know you have an idea.
That's
for
phase
Mega
2 of
Robot.
the point is make a robot. Dude, okay. If I have,
Aren't you making
I'm
an,
gonna build this company,
wait, wait.
this product business that I really want to build. I'm excited about it. I want to be one of the first people to find a way to make a robot into the product line. Like have a robot in my house that's packaging all the packages for me, so I don't freaking have to, and like hugging me at night, so I'm not sad and stuff. Like,
Hold on.
I'm gonna make it.
We should get
Anyway,
you a
you were gonna say
girlfriend.
something. Tell me about what
We
you were
should
gonna
get you a
say.
girlfriend. I
Yeah.
can't remember now. We should
I
find you
need a
someone.
girlfriend.
No, that's weird.
What do you think? I think we need to get you someone.
The thing,
You have mutual?
are we gonna just air out my personal life here? I'd rather build that product business first and quit the job that I'm at now before I feel comfortable having a girlfriend, because I'm gonna spend hundreds of hours working on that. And it's not fair to have a girlfriend if I'm working every second of every single day.
Or find
We've
a
had
girl
this
that wants to
conversation.
build it with you.
Yeah.
Nah,
We've had this
those
conversation.
don't exist. Those are either men, Mossad, or
Mossad.
Chinese
We
spies.
already know Massad's already after us, so it's whatever. But
I don't want Charlie Kirk as a girlfriend, bro.
what about Charlie Puth?
I don't like the eyelid slit thing that he does. I've always thought that it looks bad on him.
Yeah, but he's actually insane with the music. Like
He
music
has
theory.
music autism. He has
He-
music theory autism.
Yeah, because it is
Music
insane.
theory
Insane.
hyperfixation.
It's
It's actually not that insane to me. Is that bad for me to say? I'm just like,
It's just super cool.
it's super fun and super cool and
'Cause
interesting.
he-
But
the
like,
way he
yeah, he
explains
sat
it-
down and he mastered it.
He explains
he-
it super in like a not necessarily simple way, but just someone can understand.
Yeah, yeah.
I might need to not use that mic.
These are mine now. I'll mark it with the trophy.
It's
I was
okay.
just
You
trying
got
to
the
find-
pink cord.
He's gonna don't tell him that. Should we? 'cause
Anything funny happened this
we've
week
had-
for you?
Wait. We've had this conversation before. Of you've got to find someone that's gonna be okay with you working, because you're never gonna
It's
stop
your
building.
personality. You're
Yeah.
always going to be wanting to move on to the next bigger and better thing.
You've seen the Hormozy videos, right? Where he
Don't
explains.
just shake your head.
Hold on. Hormozy.
I don't want to talk about
explains
this.
That.
I don't want to.
Wasn't there one girl you were talking to?
Would we never talk to a girl in my life?
Oh, white.
Tip my hat to the photo.
I've
Oh,
actually been trying to.
good
rack my
girls
brain through
are
what I was
beautiful
supposed to
and
tell you.
natural, but they scare me, and I don't want to talk to them. Freaking
gonna-
what?
I'm going to make a mutual account for you.
I already have a mutual account.
Do you
Give
use
us a
it?
login. Hold
I-
on.
I've never.
We'll
Dude, hold on.
be
Yeah.
your
Wait.
wingman.
Let's give us the login, and then.
No, you guys think that you're gonna find someone for me, but I'm just not going to go on the date.
No, that's okay.
What if you don't know it's a date?
I'll think she's a spy.
It's Mossad. Hold on, no. This could
It's
actually
so
be
fun.
hilarious. You should give us your login, and we just go through, and then we give you an update on the next podcast, and we just see what it's like,
An update
Yeah.
of what?
We see how many girls have messaged you,
and we just go through.
and we'll go and read them all.
This could be the party in the back. This is up to you. This is your personal life, and it's gonna be on the pod. But I think
it would be really entertaining.
people are gonna watch
Viewers,
this.
right?
You are
My
gonna watch this.
freaking personal dating life is not an object for your entertainment. Freaking widowy.
Okay.
I
Freaking.
actually can't remember what I was gonna tell you.
I mean,
was
this is
gonna
a
tell
good
you
conversation
something.
to have. Like, genuinely, I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing wrong.
You're not doing.
It's not that I'm
anything.
doing. Okay, look. What we'll say is, we're not going to talk about this on the podcast anymore.
Okay.
Okay, banned topic. Bleep that all out.
No, keep it in. I don't care. But I do think that, I don't know. I guess you guys are just on the different side of the internet than I'm on. But there's parts of the internet that I know that are just super ruthless. And so sometimes you just don't want to talk about that personal stuff because it's really bad. It just backfires super bad.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
true. People get after.
And so,
people.
like, I don't mind
There's
talking about
trolls.
it, and, like, I think that I would, but I think a big gut reaction of me growing up online, seeing beheadings on 4chan, and seeing, LSF on Twitch, and, like, seeing that side, I'm like, yeah, people will find my address for no reason just because it's funny, and then whatever.
Yeah.
True.
I live in Arkansas, and I'm gay.
It's true.
That's true. What was the funniest thing that happened to you this week, Landon?
Funniest thing that happened this week. We went moving, and
Went moving.
we went moving. We went moving, and
That was the funniest thing that happened today. Was you went moving. Do you think they hear this?
Continue.
sometimes I just watch it. Everyone just took their headphones off because you just.
I don't think it's spatial like that. So it would be close. It would be like this.
We moved, right, and we planned on just moving some of the big stuff, and then we
Oh
gave
yes,
ourselves,
we
like,
have
a
to
week
talk
time.
about this. The Salisbury moving fiasco is what it's going to be called.
So McCall probably doesn't want to talk about
Salisbury
it. Talk about it.
moving fiasco.
She's pretty upset about it.
Do you know how
'Cause she feels pretty
inconsiderate
embarrassed.
someone has to be to invite people over?
You're gonna make me cry again.
We don't have to talk about this. This is super personal.
I just
No, we can talk
it's
about
funny
it.
because
It's
we
fine.
we didn't plan. We have super considerate friends, and so we planned on just moving big stuff, and then we just move
Like
all
our
the small
couch
stuff
and our bed and our dressers.
and like the
TV
shelves
stand.
and like
Yeah.
all that stuff, and then we just get some like we packed some stuff, we get that whatever, but then we just get the rest of it whenever because we give ourselves a week time, and lo and behold, everyone's like, "We're packing for you," like.
We're here.
We
We're
didn't
getting
ask,
it done.
and so
Nothing
So-
was in boxes. I had to run to Walmart.
Okay, look.
Yeah, we
So
had to go to Walmart
I
and get
want to
some
be
boxes.
nice here for a second. I want to say, no, I'm trying to be nice. So like, like this is like a PSA to people that are listening to this podcast. If you're a considerate person who cares about your friends, here's some advice. If you're moving and you're pre-planning your move, know who your friends are. If you have bad friends and you know that they're going to show up for an hour and eat Doritos and get Cheetos on the side of your couch, right? And they're and you say, we're just going to move the couch cuz me pregnant, him short, ugly, can't lifting heavy cuz bad, right?
Just bad. I think what
And
happened
no,
is it was our
and no,
fault
let
that
me ah!
we
Let him say his
did
piece.
not we underestimated how much our friends care
No,
about us.
and no, if you are a good person and you like don't hate your friends and your family, just plan to, if you have a week to move, plan the moving day halfway in or at the end. So then you just move everything after you put it all in boxes.
The problem was I didn't have a day off at the end.
Yeah.
This is like a hypothetical. I'm not talking about you guys. I'm just talking about
Mm-hmm. Tell us how you really feel, Ammon.
no.
No, he understands.
Or-
We had a couple
No.
friends. We had
We
had
went
a
on
friend
vacation.
No,
And then
okay,
we
no one
decided
cares
to
about this.
move.
No one cares.
We were a mess, to say the least.
we had one friend that was
I was there like an Amish person. I had
we
carved
had
out
one
a
friend
person.
that made me cry. I was crying in our bedroom.
I was there to lift the house and walk it onto its stilts, right? I was there to hang out because then we get to dance at the end. And like I don't have to churn the butter and go into the field after a hard day of work of churning butter, going into the field and wearing a button-down shirt in the heat in the sun and wearing a straw hat. For an hour of moving this giant heavy house with all my buck teeth friends. Then I get to go dance with all the girls that are wearing a dress down to their ankles. And that's what I thought was going to happen, and that is what happened when I was there, and it was awesome.
we danced.
We danced.
We danced.
Yes, we did. Yeah, so moving went great.
Moving couldn't
I don't
have
know.
gone better
We're
for me
moved out
personally.
now.
I don't care about what they thought.
We have some really good friends. I think that's
That's
the
the moral
moral
of the
of the
story.
story.
It was pretty funny. You
they
laugh afterwards.
wanted to
and
do
feel
more
bad
than
and-
we had wanted them to do.
Yeah. I should have stood there and just be like, "Look, guys, no."
Yeah, plan better next time.
But that was pretty funny. What's the funniest thing that happened?
That
to you,
was
Ammon?
funny. The funniest thing that happened to me.
You show up to help some friends move and they weren't tagged. laughs.
Honestly,
in
my
agreeance.
my life isn't that funny. Like nothing really funny ever happened to me. Well, I let me think. Nope, nothing. I don't laugh. There's no joy in my life, and nothing funny ever happens to me. Either it's like really serious, something happens, or just like normal life. I don't know.
Normal
What do you
life.
mean, just no funny stuff?
I don't know. You were the one that asked us the question. What's the funniest thing to happen to you?
Ever?
No, just this past week. Because things are relative, right? So what relative to you?
Okay,
What
wait.
made
No,
you
seriously?
laugh the most?
Unlike Thursday, I had the worst diarrhea of my life. That was awesome. I was laughing the whole time. You know those TikTok edit? No.
Make note that this is the funniest
That's-
thing that's
that's the
happened
funniest
to
thing
this
that-
week.
I was like
So what
so
was- what is
dehydrated
funny
afterwards,
about
and
it?
I was like, "You guys are laughing right now. It was hilarious."
I think we're laughing the fact that you won't talk about your dating
Dating
life, and
life,
then all
but
of a
you'll
sudden
just
you're
air
like,
that out.
dude, my diarrhea. Air that out for the neighbors to see.
Personal relationships are different than, yellow water coming out of my
Yellow water.
butthole.
I think Bryce said one time, we were at work and there was Mountain Dew. And he goes, I prefer Mountain Dew or something. I like it to go in the same
Oh,
way
no, that
it
was your
goes out.
friends whenever we were moving.
No, Ethan brought that up.
Oh, was he? Oh, yeah. That was
Because
our
Bryce
friend.
was like, I only drink.
He's
Mountain
like, I
Dew.
only drink Mountain Dew. He's like, oh, so you like it to go out the same way it goes in? So that's probably the most accurate thing that
So
could be
I
said
want to
about
say
Mountain Dew. I had a cousin.
something that was super funny that happened.
Hold
Talk
on.
about your cousin first.
Yeah, my cousin one time. So my uncle, he would drink Mountain Dew all the time, and
Dude, a girl I dated.
he
I just remembered that. Sorry.
so
go ahead.
he drinks Mountain Dew all the time, and I guess one time he had to pee really bad, so he peed in a Mountain Dew cup, and my cousin goes to drink that because it looked the same
That's
as Mountain
awesome.
Dew. It was in that green bottle, and yeah, I think she smelled it before she drank it, luckily, but
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, I remembered something funny that happened to me. My reputation of a person, of my friends that care about me, I'm pretty sure is that I'm typically like well structured, on time, and I'm not that clumsy. I don't typically fall down the stairs, and I keep it pretty serious. I don't play around too much. So it was really funny that when I was helping them move, I had this cardboard box in my hand. And then on top of the cardboard box, there was I forget what they're called, but those plastic bags where you suck the air out of them. I remember
Vacuum
seeing the
bag?
ads for them after the Lego ads when I'd watch like Star Wars whenever I was like 10 years old.
Too much stuff, not
Canon
enough space.
memory. Yeah, yes, exactly. And I was like, that looks awesome. I don't think we ever had any at my house, but I was like, that's cool, and like that definitely makes sense because what are blankets? Like 90% air. That's how they trap the heat.
Yep.
And so I'm holding this box, and everyone there was like fighting and crying and so stressed, and I was there to lift the house and have a little Amish dance, right? So I was with my friends hanging out, and so I'm lifting this box, and I thought it would be funny to try to make jokes, even though normally I'm like always very serious, and so I'm holding this box, and I'm like, there's this giant railing.
No,
It's like
he's not.
4 stories down. I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna drop this thing. And she's like crying, like, no, please don't stress me out more. And then like her family members are like, why is he like this? Like, I'm sure whenever I'd walk away, they'd like look at her and be like, who is that? And why is that toddler here? and then like I would like take stuff of his and I would like put it other places and like hide it, and I would take really important things and be like, oh no, I almost dropped that, and everyone would like look in the room and be like, what is happening? Like everyone.
The
and
funniest
so
part, though, right,
so-
is Ammon's the exact opposite of what he's saying
That is
right
not
now.
true.
And the guy that is the opposite was the one breaking stuff. We literally unpacked the box, and we have a filter for the shower, right? It was in pieces, and I'm like, "What? This was not in pieces when we packed." This
So
was intact, and he just took it apart for no reason whatsoever.
So I have this box in this blanket, and I'm thinking to myself as I leave the room, there's this long, lonely staircase that you walk down, and I'm just like alone with my thoughts. I'm like, this staircase is taking forever.
No elevators for this move either.
Yeah, we're 4 flights up.
Yeah, it's so tall, and I'm like looking over the banister, and I'm like, I wouldn't have to move if I fell off of this banister. And so 2 things happened. One is I'm walking, and I'm like,
You can't even see
I'm walking down the stairs, and I'm pretend joking with myself that I'm going to drop this box when nobody's even watching. And I say out loud to myself, I'm not sure. I'm sure no one heard me. I'm like, I need to stop playing around because I'm going to accidentally break something when I'm just trying to be the jester and make everyone laugh here. I get down the bottom of the stairs, and do you know by the bike rack where my truck was parked, there was that walk-off thing. And so I'm super clear that if I have boxes in my hand and I can't see, I use my foot to feel everything. So I go and I put my foot in, and it's off just one step.
It's a good thing you tell us this after.
and I had nothing fragile, I promise. It was just those blankets and nothing else. And I put my foot down, and I'm like, oh, this is fine. There's like a giant rock. So I put my toe down. I'm like, okay, I found the ground. I put my heel down. I like twist my ankle and fall over. And I throw the blankets into the bed of my truck, and I just like fall over. And I like look, and I'm like, I hope no one saw me. I don't want anyone to know that I actually dropped anything here. And I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna be in so much trouble. I'm like, no one can know that I dropped these.
Is that when you came back and you were like, we already broke stuff? It wasn't my fault.
I think that was like 30 minutes before that. And then the second part is, I saved your. This is just gonna get me in so much trouble. Bryce can never know this. Bryce, I was being the responsible one. He was 100% committed to throwing your bed off of that banister. He's like, they won't know.
Oh my god.
And he's like, I work with mattresses and I own mattresses. If this mattresses break, I will just give them a new one. I'm like, they don't need a new one. Like, if you want, like, and he was like grabbing the mattress and like shoving it over the banister. I'm like, dude, we're going to fall over this banister and die. And there's some scene from like some comedy TV show was happening. And I'm expecting one of you two to walk out the door. So I keep like looking behind me. And I'm like, and I like take the mattress and I like shove it through the doorway so it's not through the stairs. And I'm like, why am I being the responsible one here? I just fell and dropped all of their belongings and they hate me now. And now I'm actually being responsible. And it was miserable. It was a good time.
We were very unprepared. We made a mistake. And we suffered the consequences.
And
we
hopefully
feel
our friends
terrible.
There was
like
no
us.
consequences to suffer.
But
It was an Amish party and we danced and moved a house.
There's some stories that have come out with it. If there's anything that I've learned from life, almost any bad experience, there are stories.
There was
that are
nothing
from
bad
it.
about that experience. I was like half awkward when I realized that I got, but yeah, it was fine. It was awesome. It was so fun.
Thank you for watching this week's episode 47.
You can find us
of the
on
podcast.
Twitter and Twitch, and I have a book. He has a book coming out, and I have a book coming out, and I'll be in the UN giving a speech in next month. You can see me there. I have a company where I'm going to be selling.
And link in the bio
books.
to watch.
Yeah, links in the bio. We have 6. We
stream.
love you guys. Thank you so much for the support.
Thank you, Jill. We appreciate you. Every
Thank you,
subscriber.
Jill. Landen does professional hunts, so if you want to hunt elk in Idaho, hit him up
It's actually
in
Wyoming,
the comments, and he will
no,
personally
Arkansas.
take you on there for a small fee of $1 million.
And it'll be a good time.
And buy gold. McCall sells gold. I don't know if you knew this or not. She's in an MLM that sells gold coins. And so if you're in the need of gold coins, she does that.
And we'll end it there. Thanks for watching.
Bye.